All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning, I am Abhishek Mukhopadhyay. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to chair National Conference of Chief Secretaries in New Delhi today. Government declares the Resistance Front TRF as a terrorist organization. Border Road Organization keeps Srinagar-Leh National Highway open for a record time this winter. Union Minister Anurag Singh Thakur to launch Y20 Summit, India's logo, website and themes at a curtain raiser event in New Delhi today. Maharashtra government to set up 122 new sports complexes in rural areas to make the state a sporting powerhouse. And in the second T20 cricket match, Sri Lanka beat India by 16 runs in Pune. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will chair the National Conference of Chief Secretaries in New Delhi today. The three-day Conference of Chief Secretaries began yesterday. The conference is focused at achieving rapid and sustained economic growth in partnership with the states. More than 200 people comprising representatives of the central government, chief secretaries and other senior officials of the states, union territories and domain experts are participating in the conference. It will lay the ground for collaborative action for achieving a developed India with a thrust on growth and job creation and inclusive human development. It will be another key step towards further boosting the partnership between the centre and the state governments. The discussion during the conference will be held on 6 identified themes. These are thrust on MSMEs, infrastructure and investments, minimizing compliances, health and nutrition, women's empowerment and skill development. The first such conference of chief secretaries was held in Dharmashala in June last year. Centre has declared the Resistance Front TRF as a terrorist organization under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act UAPA. Home Ministry said TRF is recruiting youth through online medium for furtherance of terrorist activities. The TRF came into existence in 2019 as a proxy outfit of the Lashkar-e-Taiba, a proscribed terrorist organization. In a notification, the ministry said the organization has involved in carrying out propaganda on terror activities, recruitment of terrorists, infiltration of terrorists, and smuggling of weapons and narcotics from Pakistan into Jammu and Kashmir. The Resistance Front is also involved in psychological operations on social media platforms for inciting people of Jammu and Kashmir to join terrorist outfits. The ministry said the commander of the Resistance Front, Sheikh Sajjad Gul, has also been designated as a terrorist. Border Road Organization BRO's efforts to keep the Srinagar-Leh National Highway open for a record time in this winter has yielded good results. This helped in ensuring the strategic requirements of Indian Army and essential supplies for the people of Ladakh. Here's a report from a Leh correspondent.
Last year, Jojila Pass was kept open till 3rd of January, while this year, with the concerted efforts of Project Beacon of BRO, the pass was kept open for the first time ever till 6th of January. Keeping in the view the situation on the northern borders, the extended opening of Jojila Pass was carried out by BRO for the first time in 2020 and continuing. In spite of heavy snowfall at Jojila, BRO Karmayogis under Project Beacon have ensured unhindered movement of vehicles across the pass in this season. Since 25th of November last year, approximately 13,500 vehicles have crossed Jojila while moving between Kashmir and Ladakh. At an elevation of 11,643 feet, freezing temperatures of up to minus 20 degrees Celsius, insufficient oxygen, high winds and blizzards and frequent avalanches did not deter the border road Karmayogis. Ramesh Chandra, All India Radio News, Leh.
In Ladakh, Tourism Department is adding another feather to its cap with plans to start hydro tourism. Ladakh Tourism Department, in collaboration with the National Hydroelectric Power Corporation (NHPC), is planning aquatic sports to begin hydro tourism at the world's highest hydro power project on the Indus River near Alchi in Leh. The UT Tourism Secretary Kacho Mehboob Ali Khan directed the official to prepare DPRs and safety guidelines to start execution of related works in the coming season. Aquatic sports like kayaking, jet skiing, motorboating, ice skating during winter and boating during the summer season will be rolled out in a phased manner. Similarly, Tourism Department is also introducing border tourism in cooperation with Indian Army. National Security Advisor Ajit Doval and Diplomatic Advisor to the President of France, Emmanuel Bon, co-chaired the annual India-France Strategic Dialogue in New Delhi yesterday. During the strategic dialogue, India and France reiterated their commitment to take forward the strategic partnership to ensure peace, stability and security in Indo-Pacific based on common beliefs in rules-based international order and strategic autonomy. The two sides discussed global security environment. They also discussed expanding the scope of defense cooperation to include co-development of futuristic technologies in line with India's priorities of Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat. The agenda included discussions on the situation in Afghanistan, Africa, Southeast Asia, cooperation in the Indo-Pacific, nuclear energy, space and cyber domains. In Uttar Pradesh, lakhs of devotees are taking holy dip in the rivers on the occasion of Posh Purnima. With this auspicious bathing today, the annual religious event of Magh Mela held on the banks of Sangam at Prayagraj also started. More from our correspondent.
Lakhs of devotees along with saints flock to the ghats of holy river Ganges in cities like Prayagraj, Varanasi, Mirzapur, Hapur and Kanpur. From early morning, devotees are taking bath in the rivers and offering prayers. People are taking holy dip at Sangam, the confluence of river Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati. At Prayagraj, almost 1.5 month long Magh Mela, which begins today with Posh Purnima Snan, will culminate with Mahashivratri Snan. The Mela administration has made elaborate arrangements for the pilgrims, including Kalpvasis who stay here at the banks of Sangam for 1.5 months. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. Youth Affairs and Sports Minister Anurag Singh Thakur will launch the Themes of Y20 Summit logo and website in New Delhi today in the curtain raiser event of the Y20 Summit India. Panel discussions of young achievers will also take place in the second session of the event. It will be anchored around how India can harness its youth population to be a superpower and discuss the personal success stories of the panelists. Our correspondent reports that India is playing a significant role in finding workable solutions at the international level to ensure holistic well-being, embodying the idea of Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam.
India is hosting the Y20 Summit for the first time. In Youth 20 Engagement Group, India's key focus is to bring young leaders from all across the globe together and discuss ideas for better tomorrow and draft an agenda for action. The activities to be undertaken by Y20 during India's presidency will focus on global youth, leadership and partnership. In a run-up to the final Youth 20 Summit for the next 8 months, there will be pre-summits on the 5 Y20 themes along with various discussions and seminars at different universities across the country. Dipendra Kumar, AIR News, Delhi.
Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde has announced that 122 new sports complexes will soon be built in rural areas to reinforce the state's status as a sporting powerhouse in the country. He said that the state government will also provide athletes with every possible facility and support so that they can excel not only at the national level but internationally too. The Chief Minister was addressing a packed house at the Shiv Chhatrapati Kira Sankul in Balewari, Pune, after officially launching the Maharashtra State Olympic Games. Mr. Shinde added that the state has to develop players from a young age at every level to create international-class sportspersons. He also said that an exhaustive database of every sportsperson in the state has been maintained to ensure their progress in the world of sport. Speaking on the occasion, Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis said that the government will provide sufficient funds to hire foreign coaches and build international-class infrastructure in the state. Over 10,000 athletes and officials are taking part in 39 disciplines in the Maharashtra State Olympic Games, which has been staged at 9 venues across the state from January 2nd to 12th. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that Pariksha Pe Charcha is made even more memorable by the extensive inputs received from people across all walks of life. In a tweet, Mr. Modi invited everyone, particularly the exam warriors, parents and teachers, to share the inputs for this year's interaction at mygov.in. Prime Minister will interact with students, teachers and parents in the 6th edition of Pariksha Pe Charcha on the 27th of this month. The program will be held at Talkotora Indoor Stadium in New Delhi. The first meeting of the Financial Inclusion Working Group is scheduled to be held in Kolkata from the 9th to the 11th of this month. The opening session of the meeting will showcase a unique exhibition on India's role on financial inclusion. The main session, however, starts from the second day and it will be closed-door meet. Under Secretary G20 Secretariat, Srijan Shandilya said the cultural richness of the Eastern Zone, especially Bengal, will also be presented in the sidelines of the first meet of the G20 series to be held throughout the year. Union Home Affairs Minister Amit Shah arrived in Imphal yesterday evening on a 2-day visit to Manipur. He will attend a public meeting at Bishnupur district today and also inaugurate and lay the foundation stone of 21 development projects worth 1,311 crore rupees. The Home Minister will visit Hyangang village this morning and inaugurate Marjing Statue Complex, where a 122 feet tall statue of a polo player is built. The Minister will address a public meeting in Moirang in Bishnupur district and will hoist a 165 feet high Indian national flag at the Indian National Army INA Headquarters Complex in Moirang. India Meteorological Department IMD has predicted that dense to very dense fog conditions are likely to continue over northwest India during the next 4 to 5 days. According to the IMD, dense to very dense fog will be observed in Punjab, Haryana, Delhi, Chandigarh and Uttar Pradesh. Due to fog, over 24 trains are running late in the northern railway region. IMD said cold wave to severe cold wave conditions is likely to be witnessed in many pockets over Rajasthan, Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Jammu, Himachal Pradesh and Delhi. The department said minimum temperatures will be in the range of 1 to 5 degrees centigrade in many parts of the plains of northwest India and in isolated pockets over adjoining areas of North Madhya Pradesh. Meanwhile, talking to AI News, Senior PRO Northern Railway R.K. Rana said that 26 trains are running late due to inclement weather.
आज भी जो अभी लेटेस्ट पोजीशन हमें प्राप्त हुई है, आज 26 गाड़ियां जो हैं वो लेट चल रही हैं। तो गाड़ियां कोई 1.5 घंटा, 2 घंटे, 2.5 घंटे के करीब लेट है। तो मेरा यात्रियों से यही अनुरोध है कि जब भी वो घर से निकले तो कृपया करके अपना 139 या रेलवे क्वेरी से संपर्क करें ताकि उनको आने जाने में कोई असुविधा न हो, क्योंकि रेलवे स्टेशनों पर हमने व्यापक प्रबंध कर रखे हैं। खाने पीने की व्यवस्था और पानी की व्यवस्था हमने बहुत अतिरिक्त की हुई ताकि यात्रियों को किसी प्रकार की असुविधा न हो।
In the second T20 cricket match, Sri Lanka defeated India by 16 runs in Pune last night. After setting a victory target of 207 runs, Sri Lanka restricted India to 190 runs. And now for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to Sarabjit Kaur.
Thank you, Abhishek. Ram Temple to be ready by January 1st, 2024, says Amit Shah, reports The Pioneer. After protests, Centre bars tourism at Jain site, asks Jharkhand to abide, states the Indian Express. The Asian Age quotes Prime Minister Narendra Modi as saying people's participation must for water conservation. Cabinet approves continuation of schemes for development of Northeast, informs the Statesman. Foreign universities can set up campuses in India, reports the Financial Express. After strategic talks, India and France vow to strengthen defence ties, notes the Times of India. And finally, at 3 degrees centigrade, Delhi colder than hill towns as northern India in cold wave grip, reports the Hindustan Times. And with that, it's back to you, Abhishek.
Thank you, Sarabjit. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to chair National Conference of Chief Secretaries in New Delhi today. Government declares the Resistance Front, TRF, as a terrorist organization. Border Road Organization keeps Srinagar-Leh National Highway open for a record time this winter. Union Minister Anurag Singh Thakur to launch Y20 Summit, India's logo, website and themes at a curtain raiser event in New Delhi today. Maharashtra government to set up 122 new sports complexes and rural areas to make the state a sporting powerhouse. And in the second T20 cricket match, Sri Lanka beat India by 16 runs in Pune. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.